Hey guys, I have an idea on how to start off our new video game.
The Astrogator's gears are shot!
Get a hold of yourself.
You're an Earth Directorate agent. Affirmative, Commander.
We are so screwed.
What is up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the endlessly edgy Dr. Disaster, and it is all but official at this point, folks. Outer Worlds 2 is already an absolute flop.
The greatest teacher, failure is.
You know, if that was true, if failure is the greatest teacher, then you would think that Obsidian would have learned something from Avowed when that game flopped earlier this year. But the studio just put out basically the same game from the same developers, only this time it's in space, and they are winding up with the same results. In fact, as you can see here, actually, Outer Worlds 2 is faring worse than Avowed. Yesterday was the official launch day for Outer Worlds 2. The early access period had been going on for a few days prior, but launch for everyone was yesterday, and the game barely limped across 13,000 concurrent players on Steam. Avowed was a flop as well, but at least that game was able to cross 19,000 concurrent players. I guess Obsidian's patented blend of ugly art, generic and uninspired storytelling, and progressive shit-lib developers telling a large chunk of gamers that they hate us, I guess that all seems to have driven a fair amount of people away.
God! I did not see that coming!
Well, everyone else did see this coming. Obsidian simply is not the studio that it once was. The people who made the likes of KOTOR 2 or Fallout New Vegas, they are pretty much all gone. Hell, they aren't even hitting the numbers. This game, Outer Worlds 2, isn't even hitting the numbers of Outer Worlds 1 on Steam. And keep in mind that the original Outer Worlds did not release on Steam on day one. It was released on Epic Games Store, but not Steam, not until about a year after launch. And yet, this sequel is still getting its ass kicked. And what is even more damning is that sequels, at least the first sequels, if fans liked the first game, they generally perform better in the second game. But Outer Worlds 2 is getting slapped down. Meanwhile, to top it off, people are reporting some bugs and massive performance issues which are causing huge problems and are likely driving even more people away.
It's over. We are screwed.
You have done that yourself.
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've had a lot of people tell me that they have been recently unwillingly unsubscribed to the channel, so make sure you look into that, and also, don't forget to follow me over on X, where my handle is Dr. Disaster1, and consider becoming a member of the channel for as little as $5 per month and help keep the lights on. In any event, let's take a look at what people are seeing with Outer Worlds 2. It's bad enough that everyone still has a bad taste left in their mouths after the Avowed controversy from earlier this year. For anyone who doesn't remember, there was a whole kerfuffle before the launch of that game where people noticed that Avowed had this pronoun system in the game which people felt took them out of the experience because people in a fantasy setting like this aren't going to have modern, progressive views on gender. It's just not going to happen, but by plugging that shit into a game like this, it really takes gamers out of the experience. Many gamers noticed that this was going on in the game, and they voiced their displeasure before the release, and eventually, even Elon Musk talked about it and said that it looked stupid. Obsidian employees who hate Elon for his politics told him and everyone who agreed with Elon everyone that they hated us, and they were glad that we didn't like their game, and they didn't want us to buy it anyhow, and then the game flopped. But all of that sort of thing is bad enough, but now we have these awful bugs and performance issues with Outer Worlds 2. Let's take a look at a few of them. The first one has been making the rounds on social media. This is from Nick Tech, and what he posted shows some really bad stuttering issues on PC from the moment that you land on the first planet in the game. Not a good sign for the rest of the game at all. And here is another clip that I have seen circulating around on social media. This one shows a guy just starting the game up, and then it just boots him out of the game and starts him at the main menu again, because this is a piece of fine gaming craftsmanship, and that is what amazingly crafted games do, apparently. Yeah, that isn't good, obviously, but really, we should have seen this coming, I suppose. Earlier this year, IGN tried to show off pieces of Outer Worlds 2, the pieces that they got to play early, because, of course, IGN and their ilk are these salesmen for these gaming studios. They aren't gaming journalists, they are salesmen, as we all know. But they were doing what they always do in exchange for all of that early and exclusive access that they get. They are trying to protect the likes of Obsidian, and we're going to watch a clip of IGN playing this game and just note how annoyingly slow the IGN player is moving in order to hide the screen tearing that is absolutely ripping apart the game. It is amazing the lengths that these media outlets will go to protect their corporate buddies. But when you combine all of these rotten clips of the gameplay with writing like this...
The astrogator's gears are shot!
Get a hold of yourself.
You're an Earth Directorate agent. Affirmative, Commander.
And then you take all of that and remember how Obsidian apparently feels about a massive chunk of the gaming audience. It is no damned wonder that this game, Outer Worlds 2, has limped across 13,000 concurrent players on Steam. Yes, I know a bunch of apologists out there are gonna whine about Game Pass and say that that is the sole reason that the player count is so low for this game, but why didn't that stop Claire Obscure from performing? That was a Day 1 Game Pass title. Why didn't it stop Stalker 2, another Day 1 Game Pass title? Or why not Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered or Starfield? It turns out that if people actually want to own a game, they will buy it, and nobody wants to own anything from Obsidian these days. They have done screwed up to the point that nobody wants to play anything from them any longer. Outer Worlds 2 appears to be a massive flop, with VG Analytics estimating they have sold only around 40,000 units so far on Steam, which is likely where the plurality of their sales are coming from. That is a major ouch for this shit studio, and personally, I'm loving it. But I'm gonna leave it there. Would you even consider buying this game? Drop your thoughts and your mockery of Obsidian into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching me, Hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.